guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to do an update to a pretty popular video I covered about 1 year ago, which was titled, My Girlfriend Made Friends with College F-inist and Thought I'd be P-whipped, instead I tossed her out. And guys, as a recap, because it's been a year, that's all about the young guy whose girlfriend went to college, started hanging out with a bunch of F-inists, as these things usually go, and obviously got a major attitude change and not for the better, and eventually cheated on the guy. And our guy here had enough, tossed her out, like literally packed up her stuff, loaded up her car, and sent her packing. And that was that. And now, for the last year, he's been on a journey of recovery, getting his life together. So now we have an update as to what he's been up to. So I thought it'd be a good one. And if in case you forgot what his story is about, I will post a link in the description as well as the top of the comments section. You can click on the link, watch the video again to refresh your memory, whatever, and then catch up here. And again, guys, as always, I've been saying all week, if you're on X, formerly Twitter, come join us. The community is growing every day. We're having a really good time over there because over on X, you can pretty much, within reason, say what you want, talk about what you want. And for those of you who are there, welcome. I hope you're having a good time. So come check us out. Okay. He says, Hey, SSM. I'm reaching out to give an update on the Hope scandal from a little over 1 year ago. Hope is his ex. First of all, I want to thank you for all your advice from you in the comment section of the video. I took most of it to heart and has helped me move forward and how to spot the crazy ones. Like you say, they always come back and Hope for sure tried. They always come back because in their mind, they're so amazing that why wouldn't you take them back, right? Or they can cry and manipulate you in some way. But before I get into that, I want to give you an update on what I've been accomplished over the last year. I've lost some weight. I started at 230, and I'm now staying in the 200 to 205 pound range, depending on the day. I can bench 225 pounds for sets, deadlift 415 for sets, and squat 375 for sets. I don't feel the need to push my weights any higher, but I want to keep pushing the numbers of reps up. Bro, that's great. 230 to 200, 205. Those are impressive lifts. Good for you, dude. Seriously. Clearly, you're more of a leg guy, but that's awesome. My friends tell me I've gotten bigger across my back, shoulders, and arms while I lost my excess gut, and I've noticed I get more attention from the ladies than I used to. Naturally. I'm not trying to brag, but if you take good care of yourself, people tend to notice. Of course they do, especially nowadays since half the population is overweight or obese. You get a guy that's in shape, looking good, taking care of himself, yeah, people are going to notice. My days are spent at work. I'm still working for the same company because my boss is really nice and pays well for what we do. I live in an area of the country where the cost of living is lower, so I don't struggle financially at all. More and more people are moving here, though, but my job is in construction, new construction plumbing, so I don't mind at all. Hey, man, that's great. I notice you're in construction plumbing, so no problem, right? Well, keep living cheap, putting away your money, investing it in whatever makes you comfortable every month, building wealth. The younger you start, the better you are for in the long term. I can't stress that enough. Dude, you're doing fantastic. I'm proud of you. Also, my old farmhouse may be worth a lot more than I paid for a few years ago if I sit on it. Besides the gym and work, I love to garden and have been focusing on improving my 3 acres. Sweet, bro. I forgot you're a homeowner, too. My most recent addition is a flock of laying hens, and the fresh eggs are a blessing because egg prices are through the roof. Eggs are a hot commodity, man. I'd be careful that somebody doesn't break in your property and steal the eggs. I'm not joking. Now I just got to figure out how I can make Bane stop trying to off them. Bane is my chihuahua, and he has a bloodlust for the hens, and I'm trying to break him of that because they will 100% F him up. Any suggestion on that from the audience will be helpful, but that is enough for me. Let's get to the real update about Hope. All right, good old Hope. Last week, my friend Tom and I went to the local university for a house party to try and meet some new girls. Tom is a real Chad with a silver tongue and can't go out on a weekend without attracting a new girl like a moth to a flame. I'd only just started my second drink when a group of 3 girls came up to Tom and I. The obvious leader was a blonde gal with a dress that looked like she wrapped herself in plastic as tight as she could. There you go. That is hookup material. Nothing more. The blonde started talking to Tom, and the other 2 came up and started talking to me. One was a big gal who had confidence, like she was a 10, but none of the attributes. Isn't that always funny? The big ones, they definitely will think they're hot shit, and they're not. But you know what? There's a key for every lock and a lock for every key. There are dudes that are into big chicks, and these chicks know that. So, the third was a very cute bookworm type with glasses, black hair, wearing a sweater with jeans. Yeah, watch out for the cute, quiet bookworm types. They're usually like fucking freaks. They're like dominatrixes, and you never know it. It was obvious she was dragged out by her two other friends. I introduced myself to the third one, and she said her name was Samantha. We talked for a while, and it seemed like Tom found his one for the night because he and the blonde were making out in the corner of the kitchen. That's how it works at house parties. You know, you meet a girl who wants to play, wants to party. You don't have to say or do much. I laughed a bit, pointed, and she and said, "Looks like we are stuck with each other for the night." Samantha smiled and said, "Seems like it." She didn't kiss the other two guys from tonight like that. We both started laughing, and she asked if I wanted to go outside for a little bit because she was getting too warm. I just grabbed her hand and started leading her to the backyard. A nice move, dude. Take charge. As we crossed the living room, I heard somebody drunkenly yell, "Bud!" It's not uncommon to run into people I know from high school at a college party, but I was on a mission to get some fresh air. You're on a mission to get something else other than fresh air, amigo. Don't fucking try to kid me. I ignored it and kept moving until we were outside on the patio. Samantha turned and asked, "Who yelled your name?" But before I could respond with "I don't know," the back door flew open. Hope spilled out the door. "Oh, how wonderful, your ex." And now you're with a chick. She was obviously drunk, her long red hair was all disheveled, and she had bags under her bloodshot eyes. Oh, that's so attractive. Hope was wearing a little black dress with a jean jacket and Chuck Taylors. If she wasn't already crossfaded into oblivion, I bet she pulled it off. Hope paused when she noticed Samantha next to me, but approached anyway. No better way to get a girl's attention and a fucking ex is to be with another chick, but better looking than her. She put her hand on my arm and said, "I missed you, bud. I've been wanting to run into you again." Oh, really? I didn't notice any calls or messages. I just responded with, "Please don't touch me," and brushed her hand off of me. Unfazed, she said, "You look good, babe. What have you been up to?" I looked at Samantha and said, "I'm so sorry to leave you out of this conversation. Hope, this is Samantha, and Samantha is my ex-girlfriend, Hope." Realization went across Samantha's eyes, and she just said, "Do you need a ride home?" I'm the designated driver for my group, and I can easily fit one more. "You seem a little out of it, honey," Hope snapped back. "No, my boyfriend is here, and I don't need help from Bud's new side piece." Ooh. Hope turned and staggered a little bit as she left. Samantha and I just laughed about how awkward that was, and I thanked her for deflecting that moment for me. Okay. Samantha seems cool thus far. The rest of the night was fun, and Tom and I ended up at Samantha and Blonde's shared apartment. Oh, there's a fucking surprise. And that'll be the first and last time Tom will probably be in their apartment. But, well, you got Hope's attention, my man. They dropped off the big girl on the way, alone and drunk. Where? Dunkin' Donuts? Tom and the blonde girl went to her room immediately, and Samantha asked if I wanted to stay. I told her I couldn't because I had to get home and let my dog out, but told her she should come with me if she wanted to. She said yes, packed a bag, left a note for her roommate, and went back to my house. When we got there, Bane was excited to meet a new person. I think it's hilarious you named your chihuahua Bane. Samantha made fun of me for being a big dude with a tiny dog. I guess she expected a pit bull with a spiked collar or something similarly scary. Dude, people make fun of me because I have 2 cats. Yeah, a lot of people do not expect me to be a cat person. I'm used to it. We ended up sleeping together after talking for a while and having a couple drinks. You stud. Well, you earned it. Just be careful. I took her home in the middle of the morning the next day after I made us some breakfast and coffee. We exchanged numbers, and I gave her one of my favorite books to read. I have a date planned with her for the next weekend, and I'm excited to see her again. Stop right there. You hooked up. You didn't just hook up on the first date. You hooked up just meeting at a house party, and I got no problem with that, dude. But these types aren't girlfriend material. I'm just telling you right now. You don't need any bullshit going on in the future. Certainly she seems cool. Handled it well when Hope was around. You got to have fun with her. If this is a girl purely you want to just have fun with on the side, okay, knock yourself out. This ain't girlfriend material. I'm telling you right now. When I got home after dropping Samantha off, Hope's car was sitting in my driveway waiting for me. What part does she not understand that you have nothing to do with her? I pulled my beater truck up next to her car and got out. She got out of her car and said, "Can we please talk?" I replied, "Are you still drunk?" She looked ashamed and said, "No, I'm sorry about last night. Can you just hear me out?" I told her yes, I could, but told her it would have to stay outside because I did not want her in my house ever again. Very smart, dude. Besides, little Bane will probably bite her fucking foot off. This is bullshit, she said to me. I'm paraphrasing, but it was a long, stupid rambling, and I'm almost positive I didn't retain it all. Well, if you don't like the terms, I don't have to talk to you, so get the fuck off my property. She basically said that cheating on me was the biggest mistake of her life, and that the law school guy dropped her off a week after I kicked her out. Ha ha ha. Well, that's what you get for cheating on a good guy like me. Fuck you. He didn't want a relationship just to have her on the side. How she has had a string of random dudes over the past year, and how none of them treated her half as good as I did. If this is her attempt to try to get back in your life, does she really think by telling you that she's been used and abused by Chad and Tyrone and all their closest friends is going to make her more attractive in your eyes? She went on to how she really does not have a boyfriend and just said that to try and make me jealous. At the moment, she got jealous when she saw me with a pretty girl and realized she wanted me back. Oh, imagine that. Gee, that's never happened in history. How she is not friends with that group of girls anymore because they are constantly negative. Well, I told you that last year. Tough shit, asshole. She begged me to give her a second chance, promising that everything would be different and she'd be the perfect wife for me and how we were always meant to be together anyway. Again, tough shit, asshole. You screwed it up. When she was finally done, I told her, yes, you threw away something good. I will never take you back because you betrayed me and I could never trust you again. I loved you with everything I had and you spit in my face. Please leave. You're not welcome in my house anymore. Have a good life and pull yourself together. She started to cry, but did get in her car and leave without much of a fuss. Well, that's nice. You always say they come back, and I was hoping that she wouldn't, but you end up being right. Well, not to toot my own horn here, but I'm usually not wrong about this shit, guys. Well, there you go, man. You got to have the satisfaction of her coming back. I'm sure that felt good. I would just watch out for your property and make sure, she doesn't do something here. I just have one more question for you, SSM, that I would really appreciate some feedback on. Should you try and date a girl you slept with on the first night? Or is that too big a red flag? Is she just for fun or someone to take seriously? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this question. Thanks for the help, SSM. Keep up the good work. Well, I answered that already, but I'll say it again. If she was hooking up with you and it wasn't the first date, it was just meeting up at a party, then likely she has been around the block many a night. That's cool, you got along, and she had a good personality and all that, and you obviously find her attractive, and she's fun to hey. Okay, that's cool as long as you had protection on, that's fine, but she's not girlfriend material. If you want to hang out with her and get together from time to time, fine. Knock yourself out, just be careful. Always bring protection, always wear protection, never believe she's on the pill and dispose of protection. I mean, think about it. She saw your place. I'm sure she now knows that you own that house and you got some acreage there. You're a good-looking dude in darn good shape. You're doing well for yourself. That's a catch. And gals will very quickly want to get pregnant from a guy like that so they can benefit from those resources. You know this. You've been watching my channel for a while. Don't be that guy. So if you think in any way, shape, or form you might start falling for this girl eventually, if you know yourself, then I'd cut your losses and move on. But if you can handle just hooking up and being careful, go for it. But in my opinion, hooks up on the first date, especially at a fucking house party, how do you know she doesn't do that every fucking week with some other dude? Seriously, I'd be very careful there. So there's my answer, but I figured you should have known that anyway. But anyhow, bro, good update. I love to hear that they always come back because she did you wrong and you didn't deserve it. You were good to her from the story a year ago. And and flip a coin. She may be back again or she may not be, but who cares? So justice is served. So good to hear, man. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And guys, if you got a good story to share, send it my way. strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. And if it's a good one, I'll definitely cover it. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.